Have you ever had an idea or dreamt so big that you thought it actually scared you? Instead of chasing it, you froze. Maybe you second guessed yourself, avoided taking the next step, or thought, what if I fail? You're not alone. It's something every entrepreneur and business owner faces. It's that nagging voice that says, what if it doesn't work? Or worse, what if people think I'm not good enough? Here's the thing, fear doesn't mean you're not cut out for this. It doesn't mean you're weak or destined to fail. Fear just means you care. As someone who's been there, who's felt stuck in that place of fear, I am going to show what I learned to move past it, not by eliminating fear, but by learning how to work with. And if you stick with me for the next few minutes, I'll give you some actionable insights that you can start using today to face your fears and step into your potential. The first time I seriously thought about starting a business, I was so excited about the possibilities. But almost immediately, fear crept in. What if I couldn't do it? What if no one believed in me? What if I fail spectacularly and everyone around me said, I told you so? I spent months in this cycle of overthinking and doubting myself. I procrastinated, convinced myself the timing wasn't right, and avoided taking action altogether. But then I realized I wasn't afraid of failure itself. I was afraid of what I thought failure meant. I thought it meant I wasn't good enough, that I'd never succeed and I'd lose the respect of people, my peers around me. That was a turning point. It made me step back and rethink how I viewed failure. Here's what I want you to take away from this. Failure doesn't mean the end. Think about it this way. When you were a kid learning to walk, how many times did you fall? Dozens, maybe hundreds? But you didn't stop, right? Each time you fell, you adjusted, tried again, and eventually figured it out. That's exactly what failure is. It's not a sign that you're not capable. It's feedback. It's an opportunity to adjust, to learn and grow. Every successful entrepreneur you've ever admired has failed, probably more times than they can count, but they didn't let fear stop them. They used failure as a fuel, and you can too. Now, let's be real. Fear of failure doesn't just disappear because we decide to reframe it. It shows up in sneaky ways. Maybe it looks like perfectionism. You don't launch that product or service because it's just not perfect. Or maybe it's procrastination. You keep saying, I'll start tomorrow, but tomorrow never comes. For some, it's avoidance altogether. You avoid pitching your ideas, going after big opportunities, or even talking about your dreams out loud because it feels safer to stay small. Sound familiar? I want you to know it's okay. Fear is part of the process, but it doesn't have to control you. Let me share a few things that have worked for me and for so many others. Redefining failure. Ask yourself, what does failure really mean to me? Does it mean learning something new? Adjusting your strategy? Or is it simply not reaching your goal as quickly as you hoped for? The truth is, failure is only final if you decide to stop trying. Every time you fail, you gain insight into what works and what doesn't. That's priceless information. Take small, calculated risks. You don't have to leap into the deep end right away. Start small. Test your ideas in low-pressure situations. For example, if you're launching a product, try a beta version with a few customers. Build confidence. Even if things don't go perfectly, you can handle it. Shift your focus to progress and away from perfectionism. This was a big one for me. I used to think I had to have everything figured out before taking action. But the truth is, progress happens through action, not planning. Celebrate the small wins, even if they're not perfect. Every step forward is a step closer to your goals. Of course, it's not always smooth sailing. Fear has a way of creeping back in even after you've made progress. You might hit a roadblock, but challenges aren't proof of failure. They're part of the journey. When this happens, here's what I want you to do. Pause, take a breath, and remind yourself why you started this. Reflect. What can this challenge teach you? What adjustments can you make? Reconnect. Lean on your support system, whether it's mentors, peers, or even an online community. You're not alone in this. Look, I know fear is overwhelming. It can feel like a weight holding you back from what you know you're capable of. But you are capable, you are resilient, and you have what it takes to succeed. I want you to imagine this for a moment. What would your life look like if you didn't let fear stop you? What doors could open? What dreams could become your reality? If this message resonates with you and you're ready to take the next step, I've written a blog that goes even deeper into this topic. It's packed with actionable tips and strategies to help you face your fears, take meaningful action, and start building the business you've been dreaming of. I truly believe that fear isn't something to avoid. It's something to work with. And when you learn how to do that, there's no limit to what you can achieve. You've got this. Now go and check out the blog and let's turn fear into your greatest ally. Thank you for spending this time with me. I can't wait to see what you do next. Take care and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.